Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Somesh Tewari. I'm representing Sitara, a Seva initiative, an organization which is providing housing loans to poor, underserved women in Indian society. And the very cause for which this organization was actually licensed by Housing NHB, that is National Housing Bank, was to service the women, to uplift them, to actually bring them, provide them, that is, all the social and economic viability in Indian society. We all know the father of nation, Mr. Mahatma Gandhi. So today is our Independence Day, so we also give tribute to Mahatma Gandhi, and it is out of him that we received our independence. Not only independence, it is the existence of Seva that came through him. Now you see, the journey started from 1970 when Mahatma Gandhi actually led a movement for Labour Textile Association in India, in Gujarat, for the issues to be addressed for women in Gujarat. And from there, the Seva got an inspiration and later on formally registered itself in 1972 under the banner of Self-Employed Women Association. It's our fame that, yes, we are the largest organization, women organization in India who's working for the betterment of self-employed women workers who are working in the unorganized sectors in India, and that constitutes 1.8 million members in India. Now, over the stint of some 50 years of presence in India, Seva realized that working for medical, sanitation, hygiene, health, insurance, there was a latent need to service 162 million women workers in India who were actually short of fair housing. And that is where the Seva, as our parent organization, thought of establishing a housing finance company, and we came into picture. But the two major challenges which came across was, of course, unorganized sector. There was an undocumented income for assessment, and of course, they were living in the areas and the properties which were informally documented or transitionally documented. And we, over our span of 3 years, pioneered these obstacles and actually overcome these factors, and since then our journey started. We commenced our business in January 2015, and I joined this organization to fulfill this very dreams of underserved women in India in July 2015. And that is where the whole team came into picture. We disbursed the first loan to a lady called Bandana, and the Bandana we realized that she took somewhere around 7 years to establish herself, given that she could actually get the license and the IDs for her identification and a plot given on lease by the government, Delhi government, to her in 7 years. And still she was striving hard to save money to actually build that plot, construction on that plot. And this is where we came into picture. We lent her somewhere $1,800 to construct that house, and from there the life changed. It transformed her life. The kids who were actually dropped out of the school rejoined the school. She got an alternate income source by actually starting a job work in their house, which is now providing a safe haven for the people who are actually dependent on her. So this is where and how we actually, I myself and the organization felt that yes, this is a pious thing, and the real impact is on the women. Now this is how we empower by helping to upgrade the temporary house into the permanent, which is called Pakka House, indirect livelihood enhancement, and of course legal asset creation in the name of women, which at large on an average we are transforming 50% of all the mortgages, that is secured portfolio, into the name of women. Now, partnering and going through this journey, the following world-class investors and leaders are already with us. That is, Ratan Tata Associates are helping us. They are the partners. They have invested in us. Of course, HDFC, one of the leading investors, and National Housing Bank at HUDCO, the government entities, and of course, Acumen, and of course, supported by Axis Bank. Now, the journey had been marvelous, and it's really a proven business track now. We are on a model which have already proved itself. We have disbursed somewhere around 13 million US dollars till date, with 14,000 cases of loans being disbursed, and thereby actually extending the upliftment or the betterment to somewhere around 16,000 families all across in a span of 3 years of status. We have a network of 23 branches in 6 states. Now here is the time to excel. And the best thing is we have transformed the psyche of the traditional financial institutes in India by actually proving that yes, this segment is much more honest than any other segment in India, even the HNI segment, by actually proving that yes, it's still zero non-performing assets and zero default, willful default rates with this organization, though the portfolios are 4,000 cases, and it's a mature portfolio. So moving others, this is also backed by one of the IT system which is intelligent enough to actually keep compliances as per our regulators and everything like record keeping and processing, that is paperless job. Now, here we have since it's a proven model, now here's the time to scale it up. And there's immense room since the market is huge, 162 million women, shortage of 87 million houses in India, and 18.7 million houses in India, and that's going to increase to 32.2 million in 2022. So the market is there. The best portfolio is there. We have a proven portfolio. And of course, the team is there, the management team is there. Of course, the IT system is there to back up. Now's the time to scale up. And we have actually applied the Pareto law, wherein we are going to put 20% input and get the 80% output by actually forming a strategies wherein we are utilizing 1.8 million, leveraging 1.8 million women members of Seva, thereby forming a franchise model. Then there are low-cost service center to outreach branches, and then there are government tie-ups under the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana in India. So the ask is for $9.5 million, and this is going to actually bring us to the profits in our books this year, which makes it a viable and self-sufficient business by 2020, thereby scaling it further and giving a return on equity to somewhere around 18.7% by 2024, that is after 5 years. So this is the burning of debt to equity ratio. You can see that there is a 9.5 million ask when you burn it, and the lines are stable. The profit and the returns you can see are linear, and it's going upwards. And thanking you. Let's meet and dive deeper into the numbers and opportunities. Thank you so much. Thank you.